it's that time of year again, and the clock is ticking. Tick, tick. Maybe you haven't accomplished everything on your list. I mean, I don't blame you. You must be busy. I haven't even started my own list. From wish list to reality, we went around to find the best last-minute luxury gifts, and guess what? They're all available. And since it's a wish list, we let our imaginations run wild. And the budget, let's just say, sky's the limit. Let's geek on tech. As a gadget girl myself, this gets me excited. If you know someone who takes audio seriously, then this one hits the right notes. So, Sonos started in the US with the goal of revolutionizing home audio systems by offering wireless multi-room audio solutions. One of its products, the Sonos Beam Soundbar, was awarded by Rot Report for Best Portable Soundbar in 2024.
At the heart of it, Sonos has always been about the software of multi-room and home theater systems. And the reason why Filipinos love it so much is that they're able to implement a home sound system without any hassle of implementing, because everything is wireless. It relies on a home network, and basically if you want to make a sound system for your house, you just put one speaker per room and control it through the app. So you could have the same song in the whole house or different songs at different sections. So you could have the kitchen playing a different song and the living room playing a different song, or all together at the same time. For the dads that are really into home theater, you could gift them the Sonos Arc Immersive Set, which basically is Sonos Arc, subwoofer, and two Era 300s. That gives you Dolby Atmos right in your home. What it's known for is to have good sound. It's a great sounding speaker. But like what we always tell our partners and clients, it's always a software at the backbone of it. Because to be able to control multiple speakers through just one software is so convenient, and we tend to forget how important music is to day-to-day life. We've had stories where clients would have scheduled playlists at 7 a.m. This is their morning playlist, and Sonos can do that. And they would have set playlists when they come home that automatically plays and streams music. And so these are the things that you can do when you have a speaker that is Wi-Fi connected. And more people are getting to know that here in the Philippines and implementing it.
What makes speakers or sound a good gift idea?
I think if we were talking about gift ideas, our latest product, Sonos Ace, is the first headphones we've made for the brand. It's great because it's the first time that a headphone is able to do spatial audio. Basically, spatial audio is where you could hear music not just from left to right, but all over your head. And you have if you have the high resolution streaming services available to you, and you have the Sonos Ace, you could fully appreciate what the artist wanted you to hear. And it's a headphone, so it's an easy thing to give because they could take it traveling, they could take it at home, and if they have a Sonos soundbar at home, the audio from the soundbar can be cast to the headphones. So if you have a partner, let's say your partner wants to sleep and you want to keep watching TV, Sonos will cast that to your Sonos Ace without compromising on audio quality.
Wow. Okay.
So when you put it on, it has noise cancelling. So
Sorry, what?
You can't hear me right
what?
now. It's noise cancelling and also spatial audio.
Yeah, okay.
So, for example, you're a user of Apple Music and you're listening to spatial audio. You could hear a Taylor Swift song, not just from your left to right, but you could hear her from in front of you, on top of your head, just like how she wanted you to hear.
Oh, that's amazing. Like you're in a concert.
Yeah.
Of course, I just had to listen to the hit music right now by Bruno Mars and Rosé. Pate, pate. Bang & Olufsen, or B&O, is the pinnacle of sound and style. It doesn't just make speakers and TVs, it creates experiences. If luxury had a sound, it would probably be Bang & Olufsen. This Danish brand has been wowing the world since 1925. That's like almost 100 years, with gadgets that look like they belong in a futuristic art gallery. Think sleek, minimalist designs paired with sound quality so crisp, you'd swear Lady Gaga is serenading you in your living room. She did feel like she was there. Take the Beolab 90 for example. These speakers cost about 4 million pesos, but they'll just make your favorite playlist sound like you're in a live concert, complete with tech that adjusts to the acoustics of your room. It's the brand for anyone who wants their electronics to spark as much joy as their wardrobe or maybe car collection. Fancy, right?
Ciao, mabuhay. You are watching The Word Exposed.
Prepare our hearts as we dive deeper into our faith and receive the strength from God's Word. Join Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle as he shares the reflection we need for the rest of the week.
We pray that the Word of God would find fulfillment in your life and His blessings be always upon you.
Every Sunday, 7 a.m. with replays at 3 p.m.
Magandang gabi, ako po si Pinky Webb. At ako naman si Corina Sanchez Rojas. Simulan na natin ang agenda. Posibleng paglabag sa international humanitarian law ng dating Pangulong Duterte, sinisilip na ng DOJ. Super Typhoon Pepito nag-iwan ng matinding pinsala sa ilang mga lalawigan. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin muling bumisita sa Pilipinas. Sa bawat issue, may anggulo at ang balita may agenda.
I think based on watching all of the other games, Freddie said in his interview, the creativity, I guess. Watching the other games and our games, it just looks a little bit more fun to watch our games. We take chances, we take risks, especially in the last areas. I think if we score more goals, then we'll be even more entertaining to watch.
Yeah, we are a young group, have some experienced players. I think that is good for young players also, so we can learn from them. We have Garrett that play in the Bundesliga, a lot of experience. So I think we all young players should look up to him and all the other guys. They've been through the game a lot of years, and it's a young, fresh blood that's coming in now. So it's important for the nation and important for the team.
Hello and welcome to Follow the Money. I'm Rain Musngi. Join us as we explore the tools and insights you need to jumpstart your financial journey. Apple is closing in on a historic $4 trillion stock market valuation.
ICP is a general purpose blockchain wherein you can build anything and everything.
Market cap of the entire cryptocurrency world to almost 3 trillion. That's almost the money supply of the US.
Keep it here on BNC, the Billionaire News Channel, always on top.
You know, there are a lot of people in our lives that love coffee, like I do. Founded in 1927 in Florence, Italy, La Marzocco has nearly a century of experience. Every machine is handcrafted with meticulous attention to detail. It has been said that La Marzocco is the Rolls-Royce of coffee machines. Thank you for my Christmas present, by the way.
So a lot of people wanted to bring the coffee barista experience at home because they feel that it's it's something, activity that they can share with their loved ones, making their cup of coffee, and then they want as much as possible, as close as to a cafe setting when they drink their coffee at home. So at least they have that certain, experience, or at least bond with their loved ones or with their family. Yeah, so this one is one of the most best for home. So this specific model is called La Marzocco GS3.
Yeah.
So there's a 90 on the side, which is the anniversary edition of La Marzocco and their 90th year, which they launched a special edition of this one. It's a very perfect machine because it acts similar to a coffee machine in a smaller scale. So it still has its own boilers for their steam, own boilers for their coffee separately. So at least they can have that ultimate beautiful steaming of milk when they pour their latte.
So why would someone buy this kind of machine? I mean, because it's not cheap. How much are we talking about with this kind of machine?
So this one is around 450,000 to 500.
That's
Depends.
so cheap.
It depends on the modification.
Can you make it a little bit more expensive?
So I feel it is very expensive, but it is the top of the line already. So if you do buy it for your home, there's no upgrading anymore. So this is the ultimate experience, ultimate machine, best quality that you can get, and recreating an exceptional cup of coffee. So it means that you can keep this machine for over 20 years and it still would work perfectly fine. So all the internals are stainless steel, which would last you a lifetime.
And it's so fancy also. It's wood and
Yeah,
it's so
very
beautifully
beautiful.
made.
Yeah. So it's an art piece. A lot of people makes this their centerpiece in their clean kitchen at home. When they have an expensive kitchen, they would want to have a beautiful coffee machine like this because it is a conversational starter. And definitely, when they see this machine, anyone from your guests to your family to your friends would definitely want a cup of coffee from it.
Yes. Who would you give this machine to besides myself?
I feel, to be honest, so my mom bought a machine already, maybe I would say 8-10 years ago.
Yes.
So I feel the people that are in their 40s and their 50s that can already spend more time at home because work is already very efficient. They can work less hours now. They want to spend time more with family. I would say in that age bracket, from 35 to 50, would definitely appreciate something like this.
Yes.
Because they have more time at home. They can have coffee first before they go to work. They can spend 1-2 hours with their loved one. So I still, when I'm at my mom's house, we still enjoy a cup of coffee from our coffee machine, which she bought 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So the other machine, the Linea Mini, is our entry-level price point. So it's around 300-something thousand. So that one, you could not change the temperature so much. It's an on and off kind of machine. It still creates a perfect cup of coffee, a perfect cup of espresso, but without having so much functions and fuss about it. So if you are, I would say, in the younger 25 to 30, where you're still rushing to go to work, but you want a great cup of coffee because you got used to good stuff, then that's a better machine for you because it's more affordable and less controls. So it's you grind the coffee, you extract it, it's on and it's off and it's done.
Yeah, and it's so cute. It's like, it's very retro.
Yeah. In this time around, especially in the Philippines, where during pandemic, a lot of people were stuck at home, a lot of people learned actually how to make a great cup of coffee. So I would say even your friends, when they're with you, and the people that also probably has a La Marzocco or other espresso machines, it's more of a gathering and sharing your experiences to be able to, experience and, enjoy it. Similar with cars, I would say.
I like that idea though, because you're not just buying a machine or gifting a machine. You're also it's like giving that time.
Yeah, definitely.
It's more of like the time that you get to spend with your loved ones or people closest to you is what. It's like you're investing on the quality of time that you're spending with people.
Correct. I would say the bonding experience. You know how a lot of people, especially in the Philippines, they treat coffee shops as a meeting place where they stay 2-3 hours with whoever they're with. So it's building that kind of experience in a home setting where now a lot of people actually enjoy being at home because of the pandemic. So I would say this is one great activity at home. So a lot of people already now are trying to look of things to what to do, where they watched all the Netflix shows already. So I would say that this is a great experience.
Owning a La Marzocco feels like an Italian barista living in your kitchen, minus the accent, but with all the flair. Just don't blame us if you suddenly start hosting espresso parties. Okay, if we're doing 20 years, if you drink how many cups of coffee a day, Are you going to get your return on investment
I would say
before
10,
the 20
I would say
years?
if you drink 2 to 3 cups of coffee every
Yeah.
day, probably in 5 years you ROI the machine already, because 1 cup of coffee now is almost
Yes.
200 pesos.
Yes.
So yeah,
There you
definitely
go.
less than 5 years.
Cheap.
Good morning, everyone!
A platter of positivity, a cup of the hottest information, and a slice of what to expect for the whole day. With excitement, positivity, and fun, join Paulo Del Rosario, Ann Asis Carrillo, and Monique Tuzon.
It's a beautiful day!
7 a.m. on BNC, the Billionario News Channel.
This is The Scorecard
where you score the latest sports news.
and in-depth views. I'm Anton Rojas.
I'm Erica Christensen.
Get ready. Be prepared. Get to the latest stories, updates, and reports about what's happening in the world of sports. Hosted by Anton Rojas, Erica Christensen.
Where sports is our business and business is our sport.
The Scorecard, 9:30 p.m. on BNC, the Billionario News Channel.
Actually, I think it's impossible to be good and nice all the time. Yes, it's too much to ask. You should just try to do your best, as in all things in life. And if you can be quite good almost all the time, don't worry about the gifts. It's time to relax. Yes, quite big gifts, I think.
Coffee!
So let's see what
Coffee!
happens with these gifts. Okay?
And take good care of the presents. We made them with love.
Yeah, I will.
Joo,
And
rakkaudella.
now, everybody, Merry Christmas, oikein hyvää joulua, Joyeux Noël, Feliz Navidad.
Hei hei!
Ollaan valmiita, mennään vaan. Merry Christmas,
Hei hei!
Joyeux Noël, Frohe Weihnachten,
I
Feliz
got chills.
Navidad.
Good morning, I'm Mikey Orata.
Ferdy Salvador,
Welcome to Industry Beacon,
where we shine a light on the trailblazers.
the disruptors and the industry leaders shaping our future,
And in each episode, we explore how they're staying ahead in their fields.
one industry at a time.
It's a good opportunity to come from Australia here to the Philippines.
AC Health has launched groundbreaking initiatives to improve access to care.
I'm so thrilled we opened the country's first cancer-only hospital.
Industry Beacon on BNC, the Billionario News Channel.
If you want a gift that gives back, memories that is, this one is on my wish list too. This is the Leica camera. It's a tool trusted by photography legends. It's a gift that will make a photography enthusiast's holiday picture perfect. What makes Leica so special? Because it's not just any camera. When you say Leica, you're talking like top of the line, most expensive camera that's out there. What makes Leica the perfect present for a photo enthusiast?
What matters most in photography? So you would find that in terms of the emphasis on your attachment or your relationship with photography. So as you mentioned, a professional photographer would be doing it for work.
Yeah.
But when they do their personal work, sometimes they also keep a Leica
Yes.
at hand. So the attachment with the brand goes beyond the equipment itself. It's actually your relationship with a story, a heritage, a history. Leica stands for basically craftsmanship, German innovation. The great thing with Leica is that when we try to innovate, we always go back to heritage. So in a way, we mine the history and the richness of our history when it comes to innovation. So it doesn't just come out of the air. It's not just looking for the coolest thing, or the most trendy thing. So that's why we always say Leica stands for what's essential, because we always go back to history, our foundations. What is photography? Why do we shoot in the first place? One of the interesting stories about the Q340 is that the lens is 43 millimeter. So people would always talk about a 50 millimeter or 35 millimeter as the normal lens.
Yes.
But when you ask what is the focal length that really matches our vision, it's the 43 millimeter. So that's a technical aspect of it, and it's an Apos Omicron. So it's one of the sharpest Leica lenses around.
Yeah.
The reason that this is also a perfect camera for everyone because it's fun.
Yes.
So
What makes it fun?
What makes it fun? It's so easy to operate.
Yes.
And then basically you can put everything in auto,
Yes.
and you would get the performance of a full frame camera. Again,
Wow.
the sensor that we have right here is a full frame camera. So
Yes.
it's one of a very few select cameras in the market that has a full frame, but it's point and shoot.
Yes.
So it's a point and shoot camera.
Wow, I
So-
can't wait to try that out.
So
okay.
that's why you have options of, even if it's one lens, it can actually perform the role of 5 lenses.
Yeah, and it's
So-
at 60 megapixels. You can zoom as much as you want because you can actually print that huge.
So it's 45, 60, 90, 120, and 150.
Wow.
One of the great things about the M series, you have a library of 70 years of lenses. So
You can use all of those?
Yes, since the
Wow.
start. Since
So even the
start.
vintage ones?
Yes.
How
so,
cool.
So because we never changed our mount.
Yeah.
So it's part of the heritage and the DNA.
Parang, if you can find, like if you're such an aficionado, like if you're like a Leica fan, you buy vintage ones to see how it looks.
Tapos ito, this is a digital camera. But as you would see, there's no screen.
Oh my God, how cool.
So we call it digital heart, analog soul.
Okay.
So basically, when you use this, it somehow prevents you from checking your images. So it harks back to that.
It brings you back to how you used to take photography.
Yes.
Way back when. When you don't see it.
Yes, and
Oh.
basically that actually sometimes we describe like a photography as slow photography.
Yeah.
So it's the kind of photography that you savor, you pause.
Gives you a moment to enjoy what it is that you're taking a photo
Exactly.
of. You just click, you don't
You're
see
not
it.
in a hurry.
Yes,
so
yes.
so it's not a hurried kind of photography. We still even sell film cameras.
Oh, how cool.
So this is the M6.
I actually like this idea, film camera.
So this is the M6.
You know, something I'd give. My dad was a photographer.
So
and
the
this would
original.
be, yeah.
So the original.
Oh my God, look!
Well, again, it's when you get you become part of a rich history, a heritage of German craftsmanship.
Yes.
And also precision. And again, all this talk about precision in history has to come in a form that is fun, accessible, easy to use.
There are a lot of fans also of the brand
Yes.
that have followed it. My sister, for instance, she's a photographer in the US, but her travel camera is a Leica. So I think she was one of those people that bought last year. Yeah. So it is something that if you really are, a photography enthusiast, it's something to have.
Yes.
And it's really what I think when traveling, it's the easiest. You don't want to have to bring around a big camera, and this is pretty lightweight still. Depending on the person, because there's so many different types. But if you're like the sentimental kind, I think these two cameras, the M6 and the M, both M and if you're the one that wants like an investment, then an M would definitely be the one, because also if you're a collector of Leica lenses and Leica cameras in the past, I mean, you'd always need this. But if you're a traveler like me, I would probably invest on the Q.
And also, if you're a content creator, these cameras also shoot 8K video.
Influencer. Hi, my name's Marie.
Well, we can say it's quiet luxury, so it doesn't scream that. So
it's quiet luxury. Yeah, we like that. Yeah, it's very now. Quiet luxury. Yeah, I'm just carrying a 600,000 peso camera. Yeah.
Actually, that's just the body. The lens is another 300,000.
Let's talk about it. It's almost $1 million peso. Oh, I dropped it. So, what is my takeaway in all this? These last-minute luxury gifts prove that even on a deadline, you could still be a legend in gifting. So go ahead, close your eyes, swipe it, tap it. Seal the deal and make this holiday unforgettable. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!